Hi, how are you doing? This is AWS By Doing. Welcome to this educational video series, AWS By Doing, wherein you can learn AWS cloud computing by following along with an AWS certified solutions architect. I am Madhu Vasudevan, PMP, and AWS certified solutions architect professional. We acknowledge and thank the official AWS documentation material which we have used to produce this educational video. Although we will try to keep all resources consumed eligible for the free tier, ensuring that you are not charged or minimizing your charges is your responsibility. To minimize charges, remember to delete all created chargeable resources after each session. For more labs, check out the link to our full playlist from the description below. So I have pushed our application image to Docker Hub as Madhu's Docker ID /hello-fargate. This is the image we will use while launching ECS FARGATE. Having created a container image for use on AWS ECS FARGATE, let's create an ECS FARGATE task definition. To keep me motivated to produce more of even better quality free hands-on project videos, please hit the like, thumbs up icon below. To cheer us along, please share this video with your friends and colleagues. Please comment below on what you liked and what to improve. To get instant updates on new video releases devoted to doing rather than talking, please subscribe to this channel, Projects by Doing. Let us deploy an application container on AWS ECS FARGATE. In my browser, I have navigated to aws.com. I have logged in as an admin user. A link in this video's description shows our videos on how to sign up for a free tier AWS account and also create an admin user. I am showing my EC2 dashboard of my closest region, Ohio. Which is US East 2. You may choose the region closest to you. As you can see, I don't have any instances running. Let me also show you my CloudFormation stacks page in the same Ohio region. In the CloudFormation page, in the left panel, click on Stacks and note that I have no stacks. In a new tab, navigate to AWS's ECS service. In the search bar, key in ECS and hit enter. Click on Elastic Container Service. Ensure that the same Ohio region or the region closest to you is selected. In the left pane, under ECS, click on Task Definitions. Click Create New Task Definition. Click on the launch type we want, which is FARGATE, and scroll down to click on Next Step. In the Configure Task and Container Definitions section, for the task definition name, key in Test-Task. For task role, if drop-down shows it, choose ECS Task Execution Role. Else, if this is your first time here, Note that under Task Execution IAM Role section, ECS will create and use the required role. From the Operating System Family drop-down, choose Linux. Scroll down. Under Task Size, for task memory, select the lowest 0.5 GB. For task CPU, again go with the lowest 0.25 virtual CPU. Under Container Definitions, click on Add Container. For container name, key in test-container. For image, copy over the repository/image name from my Docker Hub repository. Ctrl-V to paste it. For port mappings, key in the exposed container port number 80. We will go with the defaults for all other container configurations. So scroll down and click on Add. Note that our application container has been added. As test container, we will go with the defaults for the other task configurations also. So scroll down and click Create. In the launch status screen, click the View Task Definition. We have just created our task definition, test-task. If you go through this task definition process again and again name your task test task, a new version incremented by 1, that is test task version 2, will get created. Having created an ECS FARGATE task definition, let's create an ECS cluster. On the ECS console, in the left pane, under Amazon ECS, click on Clusters. Click Create Cluster. Select Cluster Template Networking Only for AWS Fargate. Scroll down. Click on Next Step. Under Configure Cluster, enter cluster name test-cluster. Under Networking, check Create VPC. Accept default CIDR blocks for the new VPC and its 2 subnets. Scroll down and click on Create. There may be a task execution role error showing up, but that is only due to the inherent delay in creating and using the ECS task execution role. The wheels of industry have started churning. Let's look at the resources that get created as part of the cluster. Head over to the EC2 Dashboard Browser tab and refresh the dashboard. Note that no EC2s have been created, so you are not incurring any EC2 charges. Head over to the CloudFormation Browser tab. In the left pane, click on Stacks. Refresh the stacks listing. Click on the new stack created. Click on the Resources tab. Scroll down and see the entities that got created. Note that no billable resource has yet been created. At the very bottom, click on the new VPC. In the newly opened VPC console, click under Name. To name this VPC Test-VPC and click Save. Go back to the CloudFormation console. Click on the Events tab. Scroll from bottom to top to see the order in which the entities got created. Note that our test cluster has Create Complete status. Having created an ECS cluster, let's launch the task in the cluster. Revert to the ECS console. Click on the View Cluster button. If you want to run multiple containers as multiple tasks with auto-scaling service and load balancers, you can create a service by clicking Create under the Services tab. For this minimal deployment demo, with an eye on minimal resource cost, we will directly launch one task and not as part of a service. So click on the Tasks tab, then click Run New Task. Under Run Task, select Launch Type Fargate, Operating System Family. From the drop-down, choose Linux. Take defaults for everything else in this section. Under VPC and Security Groups, for Cluster VPC, in the VPC selection drop-down, hover over the listed VPCs and select the Test-VPC. Under Subnets, select both subnets one after another, one by one. US East 2B and again US East 2A. Scroll down. Note that a default security group has been added. If you click Edit, you see that port 80 has been left open. Click Cancel to not disturb that setup. Public IP has been enabled. Expand the Advanced Options section. Note that ECS Task Execution role has been created and is being used. In the Task Tagging Configuration section, hover over the Information tooltip. Note that ECS does the tagging of created resources for us, but it is a good habit to key in a name pair of your own, like app value hello Fargate. This will create a label on this task run to help with auditing and billing. Scroll down and click Run Task. Note the Created Tasks Successfully message. Your billing starts now. But don't panic, we have commissioned the smallest possible instance and only for a few minutes. Click on the task listed in the bottom. Scroll down to the bottom and see the container info. Note status, which proclaims that your container is running and you are in business. Having launched the task in the cluster, Let's test the application. Copy the public IP shown in the network section. Open a new browser tab. For address, paste in the IP and hit enter. And we have a winner. Hello world from AWS ECS FARGATE. Head over to the EC2 dashboard browser tab. Refresh the dashboard. Note that no EC2s have been created. Go to the CloudFormation console. Click on the Events tab and then click Refresh. Scroll from bottom to top and see that no new entities got created. The hollow cluster is merely a VPC with subnets and an internet gateway. No EC2s have been launched. Our application is running serverless. Having tested the application and viewed the resource footprint in CloudFormation, let's delete the test cluster, Test-VPC, and test task definition. Revert to the ECS tab. In the left pane, click on the ECS clusters. Note that now you have one running task. Click on Test Cluster. Check the running tasks count. 1 Fargate, 0 EC2. Having proved the concept, let's stop the billing meter. Click on Tasks tab. Check the running task and click on Stop. Confirm and click on Stop again. Note the Stopped Task Successfully message. Your billing has stopped. I have done this task run a few times and I never accumulated any charge, but your mileage may vary. Click on Delete Cluster. In the confirmation screen, key in Delete Me and click Delete. Wait and watch the deletion progress bar. You can also monitor the deletion process from the CloudFormation console. Click on the CloudFormation tab, click the Events tab, and click Refresh. You may need to delete the Test-VPC manually. Head over to the VPC console. Select the Test-VPC. From the Actions drop-down, select Delete VPC. In the confirmation pop-up, key in Delete and click Delete. Note the Test-VPC deleted successfully message. Revert to the ECS console. In the left pane, click on Clusters. Note that our test cluster has been deleted successfully. In the left pane, click on Task Definitions. Click on the Test Task. If you did not modify or recreate your test task definitions, its revision number might still show 1. Click to select the test task latest revision. From the Actions drop-down, select Deregister. In the confirmation pop-up, click on Deregister. Note that the test task latest revision has been made inactive. In the left pane, click on Task Definitions. Click Refresh. Note that our test task definition family has been deactivated. Nice. Congratulations on successfully following along this hands-on lab on ECS FARGATE. If you liked following along, please click on the thumbs up sign below this video to cheer us along. Share this video with your friends and colleagues. Subscribe to our channel, Projects by Doing, and we will update you regularly with our latest and greatest offerings. Write in a comment of what you liked and how we can improve. Check out our playlist for more labs from the link in the description below. Happy cloud computing, and we will see you again in the next episode from the Projects by Doing team.